Hello, everyone, and welcome to 12 Days of RxMas. 12 days of healing prescriptions that will support you through the holidays. My name is Jill Flowers, and I am your spiritual life coach. I am a soul activist, and I work primarily with Black women. We do vibrational healing work. Energy medicine is what I offer. And I support and assist the women through healing trauma, past experiences, present conditions, microaggressions, and we do creation work as well. So we heal, we transform, and we manifest. I want to thank you for being here, and I am so excited to share with you some very bite sized and sustainable offerings that you can use not just for the next 12 days, but for your life, for the year, for every season, and for every moment where you might feel like you need some calm, right? You need to ground or center. So we're gonna get started. I want you to join me every day over the next 12 days. And you can do that through the social media outlets, wherever you're seeing this. Please share it. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you know the deal. You gotta like, you gotta subscribe. And, you know, more than anything, I really want you to utilize the offering. Practice the practice. Practice the practice. Practice the practice. Okay, so let's get into it. Today is day one of 12 days of our Xmas, and your first healing prescription is stillness. Stillness. Stillness is without movement, and it is also without sound. It is without sound. And so I am challenged around this one. It might be one of the harder practices for me. If you are somebody who thinks a lot, you have a lot of mental energy, you're thinking all the time. You have to-do lists. You have to check off the things off your to-do list. If you are, just always into something. If you're one of those people, if you're like, I be doing the most, this is gonna be hard for you. If you are a high achiever, it's gonna be hard for you. We're actually gonna practice this one today, and 1 minute, we're gonna do 1 minute. 1 minute can feel like 10 minutes, right? When you are a high achiever, a high multitasker, you have a lot going on, but you're actually going to benefit the most. It is a really beautiful, wonderful vacation, and when you come out of it, it's a minute of deep restoration, of just being still and being quiet. This work is an inner spiritual practice, right? It's an inside job. Your goal, if I can be so bold, is to simply be still and be quiet. It is a practice in understanding what you can and cannot control, because the stillness is happening inside, not out here. I live in New York, so I live in Brooklyn. There's always a lot of noise going on. I have a noisy, very active group of people that I live with. And so there's always something happening, and what you can control is the breath. What you can control is the response or the reaction, the thought, the emotion. Sitting still helps you bring that in. The other thing that I want to say, why stillness was the first practice that I want to offer, is because we are forced, in a sense. There's this thing in the collective consciousness that It's the holiday season. We're running around, we're cooking dinners, we're gift shopping, and we are managing, even though it's a pandemic, we are managing to do the same thing. We are managing to do the same exact thing that we did when there's a lot there's a lot of us that really need to rest, that really need to be still. This is the season for hibernation. It is actually in direct contradiction to what we are told to do. Going back and forth to the stores and family members, and like it's and I'll be honest with you, this is my season for hibernating. I don't do a lot of what the traditional um, things are, the rituals that we do around this time, and I actually stopped doing a lot of it when I became old enough to control my own narrative around that. Um, yeah. And so I want to be quiet around this time, right? This is my truth. This is my truth around this, right? And I know that for some people, it's like this is families, and we got to make the Christmas turkey, even though you just had turkey, and I take Thanksgiving off. I don't always participate in Thanksgiving. My kids, my husband, they go to my in-laws. Sometimes I go, sometimes some years I don't. Some years I just don't go. I don't participate. And I've been doing this for years. Um, Around this time, I want to be still. I want to hibernate. Me and the bears. So if this is not your truth, it's okay. It's me and the bears. We want to hibernate. But I want to offer this to you. You don't have to take the whole season, to just take 1 minute and be still. Be still. No movement, no sound. So we're going to do this together for 1 minute. Palms should be on your body, facing downward, either on your thighs, the tops of your thighs, or I love to do this, or one hand on belly, one hand on chest, one hand in your heart space. That's the most comfortable for me. You do what's most comfortable for you, but in spiritual practices, when we have our hands up, we are doing the work with the creator. We're always doing the work with the creator, right? We're always doing the work with source. But this is the receiving. We are receiving. We are receiving. Hands down, we're doing the inner work. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. And so the only instruction that I'm going to give you is to follow the breath. When you tell your body it's time to be still, it's time to be quiet, it's time to move into the stillness. The yoginis are perfect at this. They sit, they call it sitting, and your body is going to want to move. You're going to want to scratch something, right? All of a sudden, you're going to have an itch. And try to bring your focus back to the breath, the inhale and the exhale. Bring your focus back. And if it's too much, go ahead and itch it, right? But you'll notice that if you can just keep coming back to the breath, come back to the breath, the inhale and the exhale, the inhale and the exhale. You don't have to open your mouth, just breathe. Inhale and exhale. You're going to hear outside noises. This is an inside job. This is what you can control. You can't control that. My children might start, getting crazy. I can't control that, right? Well, I can, but I'm being still. This is my minute. And if it happens to be when I'm taking my 5 minutes, y'all work it out, right? And in my mind, I might say they have to work it out. Then I bring it back to the breath. The phone is ringing. Oh, I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Bring it back to the breath. There's a fire alarm going on. Is that outside? Bring it back to the breath. There were marchers outside my door. right? Bring it back to the breath. They're protesting, right? Bring it back to the breath. It's a minute. It's a minute. It's a minute, but it's going to feel like 10 for the high achievers and the multitaskers. So let's just go in for 1 minute. Let's be still, without movement, without sound. Let's be still. Go ahead and take a deep cleansing breath to just move us from this moment into from the next moment into this moment, or from our last moment into this moment. Taking a deep breath. And on the exhale, just go ahead and close your eyes. I will keep count. 1 minute, 60 seconds. And here we go. And take a deep breath. And on the exhale, go ahead and open your eyes. How was that for you? I I love it now. I love it. It's a challenge. Um, Sometimes I feel my heart like I start going like, when is it gonna be over? When is it gonna be over? I gotta, right? But then I bring it back to the breath. You could put your timer on your phone, your alarm, set your alarm, put some reminders in, take your minute, and then increase it. Do 5 minutes, do 2 minutes, do 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You can sit still, be in the stillness. The season is calling for it. The season is calling for it to be in stillness. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I want you to join me for the next 11 days. Do this, practice this again. Join me tomorrow. You want to know more about me and my offerings? Please go to jillflowers.com and you can learn more about what I offer, what I do. Um, and if you are on YouTube, you're seeing this on YouTube because I'm trying to like multi-stream because I'm a multitasker. Because of course I want this, I'm multitasking, I'm multi-streaming. But if you're on YouTube, you know the deal. Like and subscribe, and please get in touch if you have a question, if you want to share. Let me know how this was for you, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you so very much. Ashe, everybody. Ashe.